Greetings, everyone. This is Terry Naturally with another of my live Facebook events. And I'm always wondering why you are with me. Why are you viewing this event? And why do several 100,000 people follow me on my website called Terry Talks Nutrition? And why do I have a very large following on my radio shows that are aired locally in Green Bay, Wisconsin, but are live streamed to the website, terrytalksnutrition.com, where you can listen anywhere around the world. And you can also go to my website and subscribe to my newsletter that we send out every Friday to your email address. There you can also read many of the newsletters that are archived there for you and listen to the radio shows that you can listen at your convenience. So why are you here? I would think some of you want to know more about how to be healthier. And maybe some of you are sick and tired of being sick and tired. And you're looking for alternatives to drugs and medications that many Americans now take daily. So I wonder what the reason. Well, today I'm going to talk to you about the most powerful medicine in the world. So get a paper and pencil handy to write down the name of this very, very powerful medicine that probably is responsible for many deaths, diseases, and also health. So we're going to talk about the American diet. Food is your most powerful medicine. And guess what? Americans don't eat the right kind of food to be the medicine that it should be. Our diet has changed in the last 100 years more than the previous 3 million years. Our diet has changed because it's convenient, because it tastes good, because it's cheap. But look at what happened in the last 100 years. In the beginning of the 1900s, we consumed individually per year about 4 to 6 pounds of sugar. Today, we are consuming about 250 pounds of sugar individually per year. And what has that caused? Well, primarily 98% of all of our diseases, that means heart disease, type 2 diabetes, arthritis, and even cancer, is based on our lifestyle choices, what we do on a daily basis. The doctor is not responsible for our health, nor can the doctor even improve your health. Doctors are not educated on health and nutrition. They're educated on drug therapy, on diseases. Drug companies don't want you to be healthy because unhealthy people are their best customers. So you and I are responsible for our health. No one else. And all of our health, good or bad, is based on our choices. We all choose everything we do every day. We choose what we want to eat for breakfast. We choose what we want to wear that day. We choose how we're going to drive to the office or wherever we work. All our choices, everything we do is a choice. And unfortunately, Americans have made very bad choices in the last 50 to 70 to 80 years. The World Health Organization, WHO, monitors 37 industrialized countries regarding their health and infant mortality. The United States is 37th. We are the unhealthiest country in the world. We are the sickest country in the world. And our infant mortality rate is 6th. We are supposed to be the great country around the world, and yet we are the sickest country because of what we choose to eat that undermines our health. So we need to make better choices. We have not made good choices up to today. When you look at the population, 30 million people with type 2 diabetes, And it's optional. It's not really a disease. It's a metabolic disorder caused by the consumption of sugar and other carbohydrates. All other carbohydrates, whether they're complex or simple, have to be converted into sugar to be utilized and metabolized by the body. 80 to 90% of the American diet, commonly known as SAD, S-A-D, Standard American Diet, is carbohydrates and sugar. And what has happened to America? We have some very sick people. Of the black community, 48% of the black community is obese. That means grossly overweight. 44% of Hispanics are obese. And 42% of white Americans are obese. Not only that, but 91%, based on alternative physicians' analysis, are over fat. And the most dangerous fat to our health is the fat that we call the pot belly, the beer belly, the bread belly, all that fat that is involved in our abdominal cavity causes all kinds of diseases. All of our diseases today are not based on a lack of drugs. We do not have drug deficiencies. We have selected bad diets across the board. All of it is primarily fast food, junk food, which also causes so many of our diseases. We need to go back to a diet that provides good health. There are a number of ways that we can improve our health dramatically. And from my observation, and from when I travel around the country and give lectures and talk to those people that are out there that are changing their lives by changing what they are doing for choices, what they are selecting for food. The most important thing for you, and I honestly believe this, and I've seen it across the board, that when you change your diet, you change your body chemistry, because the food chemistry influences our body chemistry. We can't live without the vitamins and minerals and other accessory food factors that are found in food, like polyphenols, other compounds that we need to be healthy. They're not found in fast food. They're not found in fried foods. They're not found in junk food. They're not found in most foods today because most foods are not grown for nutrition. They're not grown for our health. They are genetically modified to last longer on the shelf, to have less bruising, to improve the sweetness of the food because everyone is addicted to sugar. Some people are so addicted to sugar, more so than cocaine. And it has more of an effect on our body and chemistry in our brain than cocaine. People just cannot get off sugar. If you really, really want to improve your health, I'm not saying everybody's going to improve equally. Depends on when you start, where you start, and how much damage you've already done before you start. But I believe everybody, regardless of age, condition, whatever disease that you are that you are being challenged to, all that can be changed if you just change your diet. Let us put it very simply. Drop the carbohydrates, drop the sugar. It has been proven over and over again, a low-carb diet is the most effective diet for good health and for losing weight. Now, you can also select a diet called the paleo diet or the ketogenic diet. And I have selected for myself personally, and I've seen the results dramatically, the ketogenic diet. The ketogenic diet is a diet that is moderate in proteins, not a high protein diet. Just because you drop carbohydrates and you drop sugar, people say, oh, you're on a high protein diet. Just because you drop one segment of the food doesn't mean the other food that you're eating becomes excessive. You don't need a lot of protein, but you do need protein. And when people are filling up on carbs and sugar, they're not getting the protein levels that they need to have well-toned muscles, to be healthy, to have all the structure that they need to stand tall and straight and not be slumped over. Protein is necessary. There are 20 amino acids, and we only make a few of them. 9 of them we have to get from outside sources like our food. So we need proteins. And we need a high content of fat. But because in the 1950s and 60s, there has been so much brainwashing against fats being bad for us. Well, the only fat that's bad for you is the fat you carry around on your body. All that fat comes from sugar, not from fat. If you eat fat and protein, you'll never get fat. In fact, you will shed weight without even trying, without having to leave the table hungry, without sacrificing your calories. You don't have to worry about calories. Calories don't count. If you eat 1,000 calories of a candy bar and I eat 1,000 calories of ribeye, we're going to have a lot different impact on our body between the candy bar and the ribeye. It's chemistry. And the food that we eat affects our chemistry. Bad food, bad chemistry, bad health, disease. Good chemistry, good health, don't have disease. It's as simple as that. We don't need drugs, like there is no type 2 diabetes. You can change that by losing weight, by a few ways of finding out how to do exercise. Could be kettlebells, could be walking, could be running, doing something to be more active. And cut out the sugar. I've seen over and over and over people giving up their pills. Doctors approving them giving up their pills because they don't need it anymore. They're not diabetic. Same with heart disease and other forms of cancer. Cancer feeds on sugar. Sugar feeds cancer cells to grow. So sugar and carbohydrates, restrict it as much as you possibly can. But if you go on the ketogenic diet, and it's a diet that, let me give you some websites so you can explore a little bit on your own, because you really want to know what those mean to you and that you can try them and understand them better, and you will see the results. I swear, if you go on a ketogenic diet for 90 days, you'll never go back. Not because you might miss something. You might miss a dessert here and there, but you're going to feel so good. And your body is going to be more toned. You're going to have more muscle tone. I'm not saying you're going to be a bodybuilder, but you'll have more strength, your bone strength, your muscle strength. It all comes from eating the right food, the right diet. The most powerful medicine in the world is food. And you want to change that to be the most powerful benefits for your good health. Go to the website, Ketogenic Diet Resource.com. KetogenicDietResource.com. Also go to the Diet, D-I-E-T, Diet Doctor. There are 2 websites that'll give you a lot of information. If you're struggling to lose weight, you can eat a good diet by following the ketogenic diet, eating all you want of the ketogenic diet, not walking away from the table hungry, depressed, and then medically going back to the diet that you already ate, and you're going back up and gaining weight again. The yo-yo diet. Lose weight, gain weight, lose weight, gain weight. It doesn't work. And you know that when you lose weight, without using some form of weight-bearing exercise, all the weight you lose, 35 to 50% of the weight you lose, is muscle. Excuse me, that's why people as they get older, the elderly, they can't get out of a chair. They can't push up to get out of a chair. They have to have somebody pull them out of the chair. They can't walk straight. They're slumped over because they don't have the strength in their shoulders and their chest and their back. They can't carry groceries. They can't get up a curb. I knew a lady that actually could not step up on a curb without somebody helping her. What is that, 6 inches? She didn't have the strength, but she lost weight all of her life. Lost weight, gained weight, lost weight, gained weight. And when you lose the weight, remember I said 35 to 50% of that weight you lose is muscle? And then when you put weight back on, you don't put muscle back on, you put more weight back on. So you're getting fatter and fatter and fatter. And this lady I was talking about that could not even get up on a curb, she only weighed 120 pounds. But she was 120 pounds of fat, no muscle, no strength, no ability to maintain her life on her own. Sad. That's what happens to us when we get elderly, because we're not taking care of ourselves in the younger years where we could gain our strength, gain our muscles. But diet is the key. Not any diet, not dieting. I'm not asking you to diet. I'm asking you to change your diet. Diet means the food you're eating. And when you change what you're eating to the ketogenic diet, and you are including more protein and high levels of fat, we need fats. Butter is good for you, bacon grease, lard, cream, olive oil, pecan oil. I take large quantities of all kinds of fats into my diet. And over the time as I started the ketogenic diet, I lost 35 pounds and I gained more muscle. I gained more muscle just by changing my diet and working out than I was when I was just working out. And remember, if you're going to run, you're going to lose weight. But that's muscle. You don't see a muscular person running unless they're also working out with weights. They can be doing both anaerobic and also the weight-bearing exercises. So they can do both. Then they may accomplish everything. But if you're just going to run and lose weight because, hey, I'm getting too fat, I better start running. Hey, you can't outrun a bad diet. You can't out-eat a bad diet. You've got to change your diet. Think about the ketogenic diet. Look up those two websites and get more information, because really it comes down to your health. And you are the only ones that can improve your health. And you're the only one that's responsible for your health. You can't live a bad life and say the drugs don't work. You know, the doctor didn't give me the right prescription. Hey, it's us, you and I, that need to make the right decisions. So go to my website. You'll learn more there on my radio show, on my newsletters, and a lot of other good information there as well. So take some of this information, use it to gain a better education about your health. And with that, my friends, God bless you and God bless America.